All right. So we talk about that, but mindset alone isn't enough. It has to be coupled with self-awareness. When you are self-aware, you can identify the behaviors that will lead to consistency down the road. So like we talked about earlier, procrastination, when you know it's your coping mechanism, you can start addressing it and stop procrastinating, because you're used to that part of your brain that rewards you when you procrastinate, but then the future self feels guilt and shame, right? Because I should have just done it. And so when you start learning to find out those cues, you start growing a lot quicker. You ever see those people that all of a sudden overnight just seem like they boomed and got it? It wasn't like that. It was little things they did for months on end that finally just all accumulated and made sense for that person, right? So mindset determines how people can respond to changes and build consistency, okay? So I want you to start thinking about that and hacking your brain to make the hard things easier until they become habits. So Atomic Habits is a really good book. I have my favorite books listed right here on my bookshelf behind that show up in all my stuff. One of it's Atomic Habits. And one of the things it says is it will be the littlest things that stop you from reaching your goals. So the biggest thing that I always share is how they talk about when you work out, right? When I work out, if my shoes are in my bedroom, which it's closer to get to my bedroom than the front door, I'll make an excuse. I just don't feel like getting them or what have you, and walking back to the front, even though I'm about to go to the gym and do way more than walking to my room and back. But it was something that stopped me for the longest time. And it was like something I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a weird reason to not do it. So after I read that book, where do you think I started leaving my tennis shoes? By the front door. What do you think started happening? I started working out more. It was a small shift. My bedroom and my front door are 10 feet from each other. But it was a small shift. It's the littlest things that we think there's no way other people feel this way, and it happens all the time. So let's separate the daydreaming from the doing, okay? So it is tempting, and I've been there, to spend all your time dreaming about the future and where you want to be. But as much as visualization and goal setting is important, you have to live in the present too. And I used to be the same way, always thinking that one day I'm going to be a millionaire. If only I could do this or that, this will happen. But all that time I spent in dreamland meant I wasn't taking action. And action is what creates results.